Hey guys, this Crypto She does it a little bit of everything. I have gathered more information about Fresh and Fit, why they were demonetized, and eventually they were canceled. One thing about people that were not used of making money and having to make some money in a such easy way could really destroy themselves without knowing. There was this guy named DJ Academics that warned them about a year ago. Be very careful with the content you put out there. Be very careful how you are treating women, kicking women out of your podcast, disrespecting them. People are watching. And I saw a clip where they were wearing this white hood with the holes in there. You know, back then how those guys were, treating a certain group of people. They were doing sketch stuff that did not make sense. And a lot of people would tell them, watch out, be very careful. And I'm sure YouTube gave them the warning of them doing a certain project or talking about a certain subject was not okay. They just did not care. I feel like now they act like, oh my God, what happened? Why they cancel us? Come on, y'all had it coming. You saw it coming. You ignore the signs. It's just like when you have a car, you drive in the car. The car giving you some signs that it needs some kind of tune-up, it needs gas, it needs whatever it needs. It's gonna give you a warning sign. If you ignore the sign, something happened, it drop you like in the middle of the road, that's on you. But you had the warning sign coming for you, you ignore them. And another example I can give you, like when somebody is young, active, going around, no sickness, nothing is going on, you energetic, you have all the energy, you're doing everything you wanted to do, no big deal, no problem. Or if you're about to catch a flu, body aches, headaches, something happening that your body was not used to is happening. It alarming you. It's telling you, hey, I am not feeling good. I am not doing well because something is coming. Get yourself ready. The signs are there. The symptoms are there. But human beings like to ignore the signs and the symptom and they go with the crap. Those guys, I felt like since they see, okay, I'm about to have 1.5 million subscribers, I'm making a lot of money and I'm making them a lot of money. So why should they stop me from going? But there was a certain group of people, if you are attacked right here in this country, you're going to pay the consequences. Over and over, this been going on, this been happening. And people choose to ignore the signs, Think about it. Those two guys, I don't know their education background. I know the light-skinned one. With all the respect, I don't know his name. That's why I mentioned it's two of them. I believe he's mixed. I don't know his background, but he was saying to somebody he had 12 houses. So I guess he was smart enough to know, okay, not only they had a backup channels on Rambo, on there was another Twitch. I don't know if they can drag all those subscribers to those new podcasts, to do as well as they were doing on YouTube. But at the same time, the warnings, the signs was there. I've been watching this guy lately. His name is Ursha. Is it Ursha Duke Jackson? He's now located in Africa. He also participated in some other podcasts with one young lady giving them the topic and then they describe what's going on. He also have his own channel, Ursha Duke. And that's why I subscribe to every channel I see I can learn something from. And respect everybody's point of view. This guy been bringing the latest on Fresh and Fit. Their behavior, what they were doing, how they get canceled, the warning and signs they ignore, and who tell them. One thing he brought to the table, he said, look, Fresh and Fit was bringing people that YouTube was not agree with. Their point of view, how they see the world, how things should be. Okay, this guy that was is it a Nick Fuentes, I think? Very controversial. There was another one, they cancel his YouTube channel, they bring him in, And the biggest one of all is Andrew Tate. They cancel his channel. Like, if YouTube cancels somebody and you bring them in your podcast, it seems like they will never cancel, because they still giving people their point of view through you, through your podcast. So you completely disrespected YouTube point of view or YouTube way of doing business. If they cancel this person's channels, that's because they don't want this person to have anything to say to the public, because that person could spit poison or could throw things out there that can be bad for society. So there you are, bringing all the ex-con of the rejections of YouTube, interviewing them, make it seem like it's not a big deal. And they were doing a lot of controversial stuff, kicking girls out, disrespecting women, have different point of view on how women should behave if they married or not. To tell you the truth, I never really spent any time watching them, but I have seen clips on TikTok on their show, which the light-skinned one was not a kind person, okay? He was not a nice person. Of course, I don't want nobody to lose their income from anywhere. It is my dream to make YouTube my main source of income, doing it full time, bring you all the information I can, whether it's from celebrities, it's from crypto, local news, athletes, stuff like that. I enjoy doing it, and at the same time, there was a limit. If I see a certain subject, a certain title YouTube not agree with, I kind of like back up from it, because this is something I want to have a long-term partnership with. And I have seen a lot of people have their channel demonetized, have their channel taken away. Some of them were able to retrieve their channel. Some of them, they were canceled for life. And at this point, we don't know what's going to happen to Fresh and Fit. And at this moment, whether you have a lot of subscribers like Mr. Beast, 50-something million, 54 million if I'm not mistaken, do not take advantage of the situation. Like Usher, Duke Jackson say, it's a privilege to be able to have a YouTube channel. It is not, there's some other word he used. Like, it's not that something you have to have, It's a privilege. So take advantage of the privilege. Don't take your first check and go blast it on brand name, Dior, Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, oh God, you name it, just to show off. This guy was smart. He purchased 8 houses. He will be okay. He will be fine. The other one, I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was spending his money wisely. They created the channel in 2020. And they were making $3 to $5 million on a yearly basis. I'm sure the first year they didn't make that kind of money, but for the first 2 solid years, I think they were doing fantastic, because they have different people pay them to advertise different things. So of course, financially, if they spent their money right, if they invest the right place, they will be okay. Do not take advantage of YouTube channels that you're trying to build up a partnership with. And I think the first sign, if is demonetized, you don't get paid, you've been suspended. And if you keep on going with your bull crap, then you're gonna be canceled. You have a warning. If you ignore it, you want to go with your bull, you want to keep on going, attacking them, you're gonna be at loss at the end of the day. Now you're no longer dead, you're not making any money. Your subscribers have to find somebody else that kind of have the same kind of content, but more carefully ones as you used to. But at the end of the day, you are at lost. All you had to do, be cautious, be careful, treat people with respect, whether it's male or female. Treat them with dignity and respect, and you will be okay. Imagine, I've seen a lot of YouTubers do that. They start making a lot of money. They send $5,000, $10,000 every month. I say, okay, this is a very consistent, paycheck and a monthly basic. I could live with that and quit their regular jobs. And something drastic happened. They don't have a backup. Guess what? They end up losing it all. So again, if you have in mind to have a YouTube channel, you have to go through the guidelines. What is acceptable? What is not acceptable? What will cut you off in a minute? what will keep you alive for the next 10 to 20 years. By that time, you should be able to have a good income coming in. Do what you're supposed to do. Respect people. Go by the guidelines. You'll be okay. Again, it is my dream to turn YouTube to a full-time job. But it is also scary knowing that can be taken away from you at no time, Sometimes, you misspoke, you say the wrong thing. But those guys took it to the limit. It seems like they were trying to see what YouTube would allow, and YouTube will take it, let them know what's up, and they still keep on digging, poking the bear, and at the end they get, I don't know if they deserve taking that away from them. I don't know if they will be able to reinstate, if they would behave differently. But you have millions, thousands of people watching you. Some people are not going to agree with what you're saying or how you feel about women, period. And that's going to put you in trouble. Again, subscribe. Let me know how you feel. Do you know anything else? The reason why they demonetize and then cancel them. Now they act like they don't know what's going on. Come on, man. You know what's going on. There were tens and thousands of reasons they needed to be canceled, and it happened. Subscribe. And they try to have their competitors being canceled. Sue them. The lead preacher and somebody else, the two other guys that were their competitors. They trying to get them canceled. If you are the bully, you're the villain, you're gonna get crushed. And they get crushed. Subscribe. Bye.